Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of the 12th of September 2019. The current character challenge is Arkham Origins Joker. That's a 1-week repeat. The required characters for that are Cyborg, Bane, and Wonder Woman, who you can get at Bronze, Silver, and Silver respectively. So pretty good for new players. His passive is Contagious Laughter, which is Joker's special attacks inflict poison gas. The damage from the poison multiplies with every Arkham teammate.
So, he's got middling to good stats. It's 1150 attack, 850 health. I like the balance just because from an offensive point of view, I'd rather actually most of the points were in attack. He's got a 4-hit heavy combo like... I want to say all of the Jokers, but I can't remember if all of them for sure. So it's definitely most of Jokers, which means that you get more power generation and more damage compared to the usual 3-hit heavy combos for most people.
Yeah.
And this is probably damning with faint praise, but he is probably the second best Arkham damage over time guy. So a little better in one way than Arkham Knight Catwoman, who needs them all to be Arkham Knight characters. But he's a little worse because his damage over time can rinse, unlike Catwoman's.
Yeah.
But if you use him with Quake Engine, you get the benefit of the Joker ability, so it prevents the other team from tagging out for 8 seconds. So it's still pretty good, but bleeding is, in my mind, such a better damage over time.
Than poison, yeah.
Yeah, so Catwoman just has more offensive potential, and I was playing around with Arkham Origins Joker today, and on the exact same team. So, I mean, we did it recently. Everything else the same, just replaced Arkham Knight Catwoman, and the team was not as good. The poison just doesn't... I don't want to say bleed out. What poisons out as fast? What's the verb for that when you get damage from poison? I don't know if
it's like blood toxicity or something. I don't know.
He doesn't tox out his opponents the same way the bleed out does. Yeah. So he's not as effective. And I mean, I think it comes down to being able to stack the bleeds.
Maybe like dose up. I don't know.
So we'll link that in the description and in the video top right corner with the eye if you want to see what the Arkham Knight Catwoman team looks like and what I don't think it'll be worth doing another video with Arkham Origins Joker because it's just not as satisfying playing with him.
So there we go. This week's multiplayer award is Nightwing's Ninjato, which becomes the Brandished Ninjato. The effects are 90% of enemy area of effect damage to wielder of this item with 50% damage absorb, 40% max health increase, and then a Nightwing specific ability, 16% reflect 16% damage, and the evolved ability, which is 300% of received area of effect damage as power, and those are all at their maxed out.
Right. So I know some people really like this gear, and I can tell because we see it a lot on metal teams that we fight against. Specifically, it's used on Batman Ninja Nightwing to get the benefit of the damage reflection. The problem is I still haven't found a good use for it on our own team since it seems like there's very little offensive potential. I mean, there is that sort of one little bit when it's evolved where you can get the damage becomes power, but if it's splash damage. But you have to be facing somebody who's giving splash damage. And you have to let them hit you with splash damage. So, the biggest potential splash damage cards, I think, are still probably Luchador Bane and any of the Batgirls. And they so rarely get a chance to hit us. I mean, if we needed the Ninjato to help us, we'd be losing more of the fights right now anyways.
It's true because, if you're getting hit with the area of effect, they generally are meant to be doing massive damage with their area of effect.
Right. So the problem then is for those specific conditions to take up an entire gear slot to try to generate power only when somebody hits us with an area. I mean, it's not, there's others, right? I think one of the dead shots has splash damage.
Yeah.
There's the Fourth World Gear set Mace does splash damage, but it happens so rarely when we're fighting. So I'm guessing, definitely more of a defensive gear, and I'm guessing that if you're looking for defensive points, that might be something useful, but it's not among my favorite legendary gears for sure.
In the store, we have Teen Titans Raven for $27 Canadian. Not worth it. Reminder that it's only one copy, and they won't unlock in your store. It's probably a clue for next week's challenge. We also have the Rebirth Team Character Bundle for $27 Canadian. Rebirth Wally West and Rebirth Green Arrow are the two people that you get in that pack. It's also not worth it.
Right.
Too much for what it is.
Right. So the LexCorp gear set is still available in Survivor, even though the date seems to have disappeared. Based on last week, it's good until the 18th of September. Phantom Zone is still not back yet, and Fight 62 is still broken.
In Breakthrough, what we've gotten so far out of the new characters who previously weren't available is Raven, Killer Croc, Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl, Doomsday, Sinestro, Nightwing, and Zod, and there's only been 1 week so far in which there was nobody new.
Right. So hopefully this week we're going to have some more, because there's still a few guys that are have been left out. Off the top of my head, Cyborg and Static. And I don't know, I can't remember if there's anybody else that's still... But it wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's not like these are single skin, except for Killer Croc. It's not like these guys are single skin characters.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, if they're not using the Breakthrough glitch, are going to need more events to max out everybody.
Moving on to the current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. We are Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android. And a quick spoiler alert, nothing has changed this week. So we can start out probably with the significant not working glitches, because those are the hardest to search, because the playlist is constantly updated and, you know, as fresh as possible, even fresher than these videos. So that's always your first place if you're looking for glitches that does work.
Right, and I guess part of the tradition of the ones that we say aren't working are things, we describe things that used to work.
Yeah.
Or just things that people really want, like in the perfect intersection is power credits. Although power credits have been devalued a little bit given how
many new
packs,
currencies, yeah.
Yeah, so and a lot of those packs that used to be power credits are now cash. So there is no working glitch for credits that we can endorse, and that's a roundabout way of saying that there is something that people have been using that requires 2 devices logged into the same account simultaneously, which we cannot endorse because of the risk of getting your account suspended. And we go into this about this in a lot more detail in a previous episode of our glorified Q&A, which we call our P and Q and C and A and T for podcast question and comments and answers and talk.
Yeah, we'll link that in the description.
Yeah, season 6, episode 9. And that's the main point, but we get into a lot more detail about the pitfalls.
Yep. The glitch for getting repeated past multiplayer season rewards, not working. The glitch for early multiplayer season rewards, not working. There's no glitch to get through the Phantom Zone quickly while it's up, although that's not particularly relevant.
Right, and to the working glitches. All right, so the challenge reset is working, the one that requires a Google Play Cloud save. It's been confirmed on the current Arkham Origins Joker challenge. Just remember, it's easy to forget when you're only doing challenge reset and you're not paying attention because there's no Phantom Zone, but it also removes Phantom Zone progress. So if the event is back, keep that in mind. You don't want to inadvertently, just because some of the tasks in Phantom Zones are just such a pain in the butt, that you don't want to inadvertently dump some of your progress unintentionally.
The breakthrough glitch to let you play it repeatedly is still working. We've got a comment from a viewer that we pasted into the description of this video. If you are having trouble playing extra breakthroughs, that's a potential solution. We can't confirm it since we're not having the same problem. You can check that out for yourself. The airplane mode / refund glitch is working. That's good for packs with random drops, loot boxes, and last laugh tickets. Random drops, aka loot boxes. That's not a 3-bullet list.
That's right.
It does not work in the Phantom Zone when it's around for us because it requires internet connection, but it's not around anyway, so that's sort of a moot point.
Right. So time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and for recharging your energy. Just remember, always bring your countdown clock back to normal before you finish. I mean, it's hard to say sometimes when people are having so many problems and they're asking for troubleshooting. One of the sort of basic fundamental things that we assume people are doing are getting their clocks back, but it's funny because when I see in the subreddit for Injustice that some people are having trouble and somebody suggests, oh yeah, just move your clock back to normal, and then it works, it reminds me just how many people don't really listen to what we say.
That's true. They also just might not be watching these videos.
Yeah, or I guess even if they don't watch these videos, I think to me it's sort of a fundamental principle of being careful that you try to put things back the way they were but after you've started messing around with the game. Yeah.
So there we go. And in between not working and working glitches... Oh, actually, I skipped one. Free energy without having to watch the video. Still works whenever the button is ungrayed out. But after that, in between the not working and working glitches, we have the promotion glitch where you can promote characters that are still locked, which has not had the right conditions since update 2.14, so it's not testable, it's not usable. Right. It's technically not failed, though, so it's still in the list.
We are pedants, if nothing else. Sticklers. pickers of nits.
And to finish up, we're going to give a huge thank you to our patrons, but I decided to take this moment for the sake of transparency. I sometimes do this and say what we've been spending the Patreon money. Today, I spent €3 on a Minecraft texture pack that was really, really high resolution.
Oh, you're playing Minecraft again.
I'm playing Minecraft again, and I'm playing with a small group of friends, and somebody installed shaders and a different texture pack, and they're like, look at this, and I'm like, wow, that looks really good. And so I got my shaders and everything running, and I found a texture pack that I liked, and I purchased it. So I spent about $4 Canadian on a texture pack. So that's what you guys are enabling me to do.
I wonder
recently.
I wonder if any of our patrons or any of our viewers would want to see what you've done with it, because I think because I saw on your computer, I didn't realize that you've been doing it, I guess, until we talked, that you did this huge dome of glass.
If people are interested, I can post some screenshots. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there we go. So now, to give a thank you to all the people who have enabled me to make bad purchasing decisions and purchase a texture pack, which I think looks nice. A huge thank you to
Console Peasant, supporting us at the top tier last word. John Ariema, supporting us at the Your Message Here tier. Sean Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Mall, and Michael DeVries, who are supporting us on the credited level. And Eddie G and Chris Wolf at the gratitude level.
Thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much to all of you for watching. We'll see you next time. Komoda.